Hello everyone, it'll take a few seconds for this to load up I think on... There you go. Yeah, nice to see you all. Back with Assetto Corsa. We're going to try the ranked racing on it. I think the first race is... I think they're at Catalunya today by the looks of it. If we go on here, have a look. There's 55 minutes until registration at Catalunya. Now, it says it's a 60-minute race, no pit stop rule, so I think it's just probably just a flat race to the end. Qualifying 15 minutes, free practice 5 minutes. That's all that it says. I don't know what time of day. I don't know whether it's a wet or dry race. No idea. Yeah, we'll try and it says registration starts in 53 minutes 52. So I presume that means we register in 53 minutes or whatever before we have to start registering. I would presume that gives us about, what, an hour to practice or so? Well, just under an hour. Right, Easty? I mean, right there. That's Marley, isn't it? Oh, hi, mate. Right. Go back in here then. I've got no idea how this works, so we'll go back into free practice. I'll just do free practice. I'm gonna try the Audi. I haven't got any setups for this Audi, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go in and jump in onto Cataluna now. We'll just do. We'll just do. Yeah, I'll just leave it as these conditions. I've no idea what sort of conditions we'll be running in, but find out. Setup. We'll just put the aggressive setup on. So how much fuel? Right. Let's. If it's a 60-minute race, my guess is you're gonna probably need. I would say probably maybe a bit more than that. What's the maximum fuel? 120. So 95. Do you reckon? Okay. Try that. Let's go out and just try this car with this set, just the default aggressive setup. What was the buttons I used for this again? Oh no, it's that one, isn't it? Okay, right. Yeah, I got Cryptics, but he hasn't got a setup for. He didn't have a setup for this track yet of the ones he sent to me, so we'll just we'll try and get used to it. We've not really done much of this track. We did it the other day on the track competency thing. I think you need the sound, don't you? 1 minute. It's alright, I know why. It's because I had to mute it on the intro. It's okay, it's all good. It should be back. There you go. Only because on the intro, if I don't... any clicks and stuff, you'll hear it. So you should be back now. Well, I do like the feel of this Audi, though. Very heavy on the force feedback, though. Oh. Yeah, I mean, you could do, but I'd have to reload it up now. I don't know how I'd get it because I've already loaded it up and I'd have to restart the game, wouldn't I? Because I haven't done a setup though. I tried to put some of them files that you showed me before, that you gave me, Cryptic. Because I've got no setups on them tracks, it didn't give me an option to save it anywhere. I do like this Audi though. Listen to the sound effects on this. Just save. So what? Wait there. So wait there. Let's just go back to. So wait there. So what do I do? I go into setup. The current setup that we're on now. So I just save this as a save this one, I presume. Just say base R8 cutter. Right. So save that. So then that'll be a preset setup on there, I presume. Come out of that. So now if I go into what? So if I then put the setup that you send me a setup on Discord, I'll have a folder for that, I presume, at Catalunya. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Yeah, that's why I didn't have a pre-done one before. That's why on some of the others. But yeah, I'll try. How do I get? Yeah, but the problem is though, how am I going to get the setup from? I can't get on Discord on my second monitor unless I. Can I? Wait. I'm gonna load it up on my main screen though. Yeah, we'll be doing nations tomorrow probably. I don't know yet. I'll see. So how do I what? How will I get it though? That's the thing. I can't get onto your Can't get onto Discord because Discord's not. I could have done it through there, but I'd have to. What I'd have to put is I'd have to come out of this, I think, and then so I'd have to come out of the game, load up Discord, and then do it like that. I think probably the best way. We can always put the camera on. Yeah, my full screen's really temperamental though. Cryptic. Whenever I do it, it fucks up the stream. Stream goes funny on the right hand side, and then it doesn't always go back properly. So it's easier probably just to do this, and then I'll exit out because I have issues with Streamlabs when I do it. That I should have that setup will be saved now. So we'll go out of here, exit from there, and then go into Discord wherever you are. Right. Okay, there it is. Have you sent it? Have you put it into Discord yet? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. Download that. Oh, going over there. I said no. That. Right. That. Download. There's the bar. So is that just the quali setup? So will that work in the race though? Will it work in the race at Cryptic? Will I just add fuel in it, or will I need to raise it up a lot and ride height and stuff? Now I've got to find the file. Corsa setups. LDRA Barcelona. There. Gone. Oh, you've sent a race setup as well. Go back one. That open. Yeah, send me the race one now then, and then I'll add that in, and we'll try that. We'll have a little warm up. I'm not really bothered about how we perform. I'm more bothered about just getting used to the races and stuff. It says no pit stop thing. So does that mean we can just do a flat out race from start to finish? Cryptic. Does it mean it's just a complete all out? I would presume it's just a complete all out race, no pit stop, nothing. Nah, we don't need nations practice. I want to play Assetto Corsa today. We will do maybe some. I'll probably just warm up in nations tomorrow morning. It's not like it's an important race, is it? Not an official season anymore. So on there, go back. It was download. Oh shit. Assetto. Oops. Audi R8. Barcelona race up. Done. Right, we should have it now. Thank you very much, Cryptic. Appreciate that. Right, we'll load it back up now. Yeah, it's an hour race. I like the thought of that. It's just an hour race from start to finish, no pit stop. Just push as much as you can. Well, I presume you still need to be pretty cautious on the tires. The tires, do they start fading after an hour? Go back into right. Okay, so we can get this back on now. Might take a second for it to load up the. There you go. Right, we're gonna do the comp server if we get in a minute. Let's have a little look how long we've got until that now. Yeah, we can't register for another 40 minutes, so I can go back into practice. It looks like it's Cataluna all day though, because I checked earlier this morning and it was on this track, so I presume they just stick to a track and just change the type of races, whether you have to do a pit stop or not. Yeah, I have no idea what temperature it's going to be, so right, load. So let's just try that race up there. See what it's like. So you reckon you won't? So you reckon some people might pit for tires? Okay. It's a different type of racer, isn't it, WDP? Because everyone's got ×1 tire wear. It's more like a real life Blanc Pont sprint race. That's how they do them, though, isn't it? I quite like that though. It's a I don't mind that type of race. It changes every time. Remember, some races have pit stops, some races don't. They change on on these servers. It varies all day long. So it's not like you're gonna have every race like that. Next race could be a pit stop race. The one after could be in the wet. The one after that could be in totally different nighttime. It changes from what it looks like anyway from what it's saying. So let's just try this setup and see what it's like. For
green light, go, go, go.
So that's 106. I don't need that much fueling, do I? Just go back and change that. I should only need 95. Do you reckon Marley said that it was 95, Cryptic? Doom. Yeah, remember it's not a 20-minute race. That's the thing. This is an hour race. This is about pushing for an hour and looking after your tires at the same time. It'll be. Although I'm gonna have trouble. Come. Now we're in the Audi here. What? What are you on about in the Ferrari? What? I'm in the Audi. Oh, right. Marley said 95 to me. Numpty. Okay, sound. Right. Tit, Marley. Just got to try and get used to this in a little bit of warm. We got 40 odd minutes to try and... I'll just drive this round until we feel pretty comfortable. Feels pretty stable, this setup. I have to say, like, the feeling you get off this game is just like nothing else. Oh yeah, by the way, I went on iRacing last night, midnight, did the midnight race after the missus fell asleep. I made it through to the next corner and then the same thing happened. Luckily though, I managed to finish the race. It was chaos in front of me and I got damage. I had to drive the whole race with damage, but we finished it in P19. So yeah, qualified P19, finished P19, but with damage. But my pace was pretty solid. Considering I had damage, I did better than I thought. No, I haven't had any email yet. I haven't checked recently, but I've saved the replay. But it was chaos again at the exact same spot of the track. It was the exact same thing. They all crashed in front of me. I'm going to do a little montage of my starts in iRacing from the ones that I've saved because I put it on Twitter. Yeah, it's a solid setup, this Cryptic, mate. Solid front end. Get on the power nice and early. It feels really easy to drive. That's the main thing. Thank you for this one. Oh, as I nearly bin it. Hey, hang on a minute. We came P3 in the Porsche race. I love the view on this again. This view for the Audi feels so good. I need to put my mirror on though, don't I? The rear view mirror for this car. I'll do that in a minute. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it, Zany? It feels like... Do you know what it reminds me of? Like, a bit similar to the Drive Club view on the dash. I love it. Yeah, it might be too warm for these conditions, possibly. It depends on the temperatures though in the race, doesn't it? Don't know if they're gonna settle down. They seem about, yeah, they should be on 27. Yeah, it's driving okay though with these pressures, but I need to lower them down a bit. Nah, I still like to have the mirror on just so I know when a car's like right behind. I have it on a really low setting anyway. really heavy force feedback on this Audi.
Well done, mate. Trust the best.
Yeah, it's a little bit too high, that. Let's see if we... Let's return to garage. But remember though, this is only... It depends on the track temperatures though, doesn't it? At the moment we're on... What were we on there? Let's have a little look at that. It's on 30 degrees and track is at 37 degrees. So wait there, wouldn't I need to change this pit stop stuff as well though? Right. What do we rate? Would you not need to lower the tyre pressures down a little bit? Or they just overheat if you do that because they'll be too soft? Let's just go down 2 clicks on that. Presume it's just the front. Yeah, but you've got no it's not going to do anything for the rear though, is it, that? I would think the tyre pressures need altering though, to be honest, because we need to sort out the rears. The rears will need, I would think, going down slightly to bring them a little bit. The only thing is if you go down, it will overheat the tyres. So it's about... Those are pretty much dead flat anyway. So you could make the toe a little bit lower on the rear. Might help them a little bit in terms of the temperature, but let's just... Suspension could be trying to see what he's done to the setup just to get an idea. Would opening the docks up a little bit more not keep the tyres a little bit cooler as well? Maybe. What's that? Graphics. I've only done a few things. Mine. I've just got mine at that. Might go up a bit on that though. Cryptic, mate. What else could I do to cool the rears down though? Because we've done the caster angle 2 clicks down, but the rears are still going to overheat, aren't they? So if obviously we've done the caster angle 2 clicks down on the front, maybe reduce the camber slightly. Would that not on the front and rear? Maybe 1 click down on the camber would also... Oh shit, that's the wrong way. Maybe going down to 4 and then 3.6. That could possibly help the tyres a little bit. But more so, I would think the tyre pressures will need altering. Let's just see what happens with them. Let's just go back to track. Back off. I've done the tow already. Well, I was gonna, but I want to wait and see. Oh shit, I've not got there. We'll just see. Lower the left tyre pressures. Just on the rear, not the front, because we've just done the caster angle for the front. Let's just see what happens with what we've done, and I'll get an idea of. Nah, that guy's a fake. It's not the real one, obviously. It's just a. I don't know whether it's a bot or something like that. It just keeps doing it. Just if it starts posting links in the chat, please just remove it. Hey, it's a fake one. Trust me. It's not the real one. It's just some. It's just like a bot that links through to his channel. The 20, yeah, it's gone off too high already. Yeah, the fronts are already at 28. We're gonna have to lower the tire pressures. Definitely lower them down. I think on what? Let's have a little look at both the left and right and on both sides. We'll need lowering. Let's try. All right, let's just do what I reckon. 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just try that. I'm just gonna try 4 and all, and then I'll get an idea from that. But I think it definitely needed lowering on all of them, because even the right hand side needed lowering as well. By the way, does the pit entry line matter on Assetto Corsa like it does on iRacing, or is it irrelevant? And the pit exit line? The only thing with these tires not overheat a bit now. If I'm trying to base it off what the old setups did on the older Assetto Corsa. The right side's really high again. Front right's going over over too high already. The 27. Let's just see if it cools down a bit on the straight. If it's like levels off a bit. Well, it's a little bit more, it seems to be losing a bit of grip now. You see that, so I can see they're overheating the tyres now though, because we've gone lower. I can see it on the, you see the colour change on the telemetry on the tyre. But it might be because is this quite high temperatures or is this not that high, Cryptic? What are we on now? We're on 37. Track temperature is 37. I mean, the left side's 27.5. Left side's pretty much okay. It's just getting a bit. The right side's too warm. I can see it. They're definitely getting better though because they're only peaking at about 28.2. That's what I mean. So, are we likely that this setup might be much better in the actual race if it's a bit lower? Yeah, I know 27.5 is perfect, but we're just trying to remember that different temperatures, the temperatures are going to change, obviously. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might open the the left-hand tires are overheating though. You can see it on the color chart. They're going too warm now. Go down a bit. Problem is, it'll probably be a much different temperature on the actual race, and then you have to change all the settings back again. I can always reload your setup back up though, and depending on the temperature track, I can see if it works in the free practice that will be before the actual race. I think we still got a few minutes to warm up, haven't we? Actually feels quite nice now. Tire pressures change because of the tire temperature being built up, so more temperature raises the pressure. That's why in real life, if you drive your car, you should always do the pressures before you drive, because once you've driven them, the heat builds up pressure in the tire. They seem to be a bit more stable now, these pressures. I think we've got... I think it was more to the brake ducts, you know. They're obviously going to build up, though, throughout a race. We'll have to see. You'll normally find different tire pressures on the different sides of the car, because it depends if it's anti-clockwise or a clockwise track in terms of how many corners you have. So you'll want to keep pressure in. So if you're not if it's got a lot of right-hand corners that put pressure on the left-hand side, you'll need to keep your pressures up on the right-hand side. So you raise, like, it all depends where the fast corners are on the track. That's where you normally base your pressures around to try and keep an equal balance between the tires. Trying to push a bit more to see what the pressures will go up like. The tires are getting a bit warm on that left hand side. You use traction control on ACC, mate. This is real life GT3s. They're not designed to run with traction control off. It's not Gran Turismo, remember. Same with iRacing, you run with traction control on that. This is the newer Evo, this is the Evo one.
Well, the main, this is me, your personal best.
What? Starting to get a bit warm again. Nah, mate, you really do need to use it on ACC if you want to get the most out of your times. Most of the fast drivers, well, you can get away with it on ACC, but from what I know, most people do use traction control. On the original AC, you could get away with some cars not running traction control, as far as I remember, but it wasn't necessarily the best thing to do in a race. Yeah, that's what Cryptic setup's got here. It's got TC on 2. You want to run your tyres should be staying around 27.5. Apparently, that's on the older Assetto Corsa. It used to be around 26, but on this now it's 27.5. Around that area, which I think we could control because you can always back off a bit. And the track is quite warm at the moment in this lobby. Well, in this practice session I've got open. I'll see if we can, how long we are away from being able to join in a minute. I might save this setup as like a high temperature one. Oh, it's going shit. The iRacing and the Assetto Corsa, well, from my experience, you normally ran, like even on the old one, it was genuinely better to run traction control. iRacing, I don't think there's many drivers. I don't even think iRacing drivers run without it on the like GT3 because the way the setups are. Like in real life, there is no racing driver that will use no traction control in GT3s because the cars drive like shit with it off. I remember asking a few people about it. They said they just don't. They don't drive like they'd just be horrible if you turned it off. They'd just be spinning up and driving absolute shockingly. They're not designed to run with traction control off. They're designed to run with it on. Oh shit. Right, let's go and see when finish this lap, and then we'll see when the registration for that race is open. I'll save this as a warmer setup though, because the pressures are staying pretty good here. They're leveling off a bit as well, so that's what will happen anyway. Once you drive on, the tires will start leveling off on the pressures, but they should do. That feels like an alright setup, that one. Let's just go back into the garage. Save that as a high. Go and save that as high. Save. Oh shit. Right there. Right, let's come out of there. Right, let's see when we can join this. When we can register. No, not even that, Mitchell. As far as I know, the fastest people on the game, the majority will use traction control. But people who say this is Gran Turismo is a very different. It's a different. It's not. It doesn't like ACC in general. And iRacing, all the pros use traction control. All the professional drivers on iRacing, as far as I know, they all run traction control on. The top, like the highest I-rated drivers, they all have the traction control on in some form. A lot of them run it like nearly max. It's a very different. Like this is more based off what you do in real life because GT Sport is wrong. You shouldn't. In real life, they use traction control, Josh. No professional uses. No professional in real life drives GT3s with traction control off. Not one. I've spoke to a lot of them. Like you asked David Perel, that in GT3 you just wouldn't do it because also I remember speaking to Jake Dennis. He said the cars, if you put it, there is literally no mode for it, and if you did, he said it would drive like a bag of shit because it would just spin up on every corner. They're designed to run with it like the fastest setting is with like quite a weak setting, but they do it so it's like for qualifying. In the race, they always have like a different setting for the traction control that a bit more, it'll kick in a bit more, but they would never ever use traction control off ever on GT3s. Yeah, it's a regulation anyway. That's why they make the cars designed to run with traction control because they're not allowed to run with it off anyway in the Blanc Pond. So they wouldn't drive correct. Let's just see when this session opens up. 7 minutes till we can register for it. So I have no idea how we actually register for this and what we have to do, and no idea. Yeah, I kind of agree if the cockpit should be the only. I have got no livery. I don't know how to make my own livery, mate. You can make me one though if you want with my channel on that shit on. How can you do that and then actually? Is it possible for you to do a livery and then like send it me somehow? I've not tried the wet weather on this, so if this is a wet weather race, we're pretty screwed. But I'm hoping it won't be. No, Fed, mate. I'm not leaving GTS. Right, let me make this pretty clear. Right, we were on Gran Turismo literally yesterday. I'm just playing more variety of games. I've got no plans of leaving Gran Turismo behind. I don't like. I'm not being arsy. I'm just. It's because everyone always says that question just because you're playing a different game. I'm just playing more variety. That's all. What do you mean? Wait there. If I click on that, I can't register yet. All right. So wait there. Go to Audi 2019 Evo. GTS is not dead at all. Definitely not dead. Oh, you can edit. I don't want to do my own though now. I'm shit at stuff like that. Click enter. Oh, right, you can. All right, I see. You can put one of these on there. No. No. Where's the I know what one I want. I want the that's right. Where's the one that I is that the one I like? Might be it. Quite like that one. No. Red. No. I think I like that one. I think I'm gonna run that one when we do it. So is this if I leave this on this car cryptic, when I register, will it register with that? I presume with that car. I just want to play more variety. That's all I'm trying to do. We've got like possibly a month of lockdown coming, so I just want more variety on the channel, and that's why we've decided to do ACC today. Like tomorrow we will be back on GT doing nations anyway, and then Wednesday we'll be back on GT doing manufacturer. So it's just a bit more variety. I'm just trying to do iRacing, Assetto Corsa, and GT Sport just to build more variety to the channel. So like I've picked that now, so that when I go into that, it'll be that car that I used before, I think, or does it give? I presume it'll give you an option before you actually go in. Apparently, Germany's already starting to flatten their curve a bit, though. Whether it could just be a slight little low or not, we'll see. But yeah, we'll worry about that when it happens anyway. We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes before we can register, and then I presume you have to wait again once you've registered. I don't really know how this works. GT Sport's a good game. Like I like it. I just wish they'd listen to the community a bit more. But let's give them the chance. They might start listening. Be interesting anyway. The aim here will just to finish the race. I don't really care where I come in the first race. It would just be a case of finishing. I mean, I might do this race and then we might end the stream after this and then load up GT Sport anyway and do some practice for nations. I'll see how I feel. Yeah, GTS is user friendly. Obviously, it's just I kind of like I like coming to different games as well. Like iRacing, I really enjoyed the Audi driving the Audi around Watkins Glen. I started to get the feel of it. My pace was looking pretty solid. It wasn't amazing, but the qualifying pace was getting better, and everything felt more like it was getting to a stage where I could start. I could see myself being able to compete in a couple of months. I should be able to start competing back in the top tens, even in top splits on like 4K strength of field. It was coming back into that stage, like where even midfield, as long as you're midfield, I think you need to be past the key to iRacing is qualifying at least in the top 10, because I think below from P10 to like 30 on the grid tends to be chaos. Like people just spinning, and it's like lottery every time you go through a corner. It's not a fake Nations Cup race. He will be doing it. It would just be pre-recorded. He might even do it live. I don't know. Don't know what they'll do with but like, yeah, helps his channel out, doesn't it? And imagine one of them with me. You fucking twat. uh, the one with Jimmy Broadbent was fake. What do you mean? It wasn't an actual race. I'm confused. So it wasn't an actual, because it's not a set slot. Yeah, but the pre-record went on at like 8 o'clock, and there was races from 5 o'clock. Remember that, Richard? So you can race how many slots you want. So I think he just did the 5 p.m. slot, and then they put it out at 8 o'clock. He probably did a number of slots, and then they just picked the best one, maybe. Yeah, disconnections can ruin your DR. Right, so what do we do now? So please refresh. If I go back into there. So I click on this now, I presume. Register, please wait. Now what do I do? Do we have to wait for another 5 minutes, or can we go into a free practice, or is it just do we just wait? I don't know how this works. Okay, so we wait 5 minutes, and then we can do a little 5-minute warm up. I need to try out your qualifying setup as well, and we'll see what the temperatures are like. I presume qualifying, I'll need to be able to push for about 4 laps, 50. No, probably more than 4 laps, wouldn't it? So we want to be able to be probably push for like 6 laps. Do we need to change tires, Cryptic, in 15 minutes, or do we just go? Yeah, there's no pit stop rule on this one. It's just a 60-minute sprint race. There's no pit stop rule. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. In this one, there is no pit stop rule. It's a 15-minute qualifying. I'm just thinking, will that 15 minutes be worth changing tires, or the tires should stay okay? I've been in a few iRacing races which were like on is it Race Spot TV? There was one ages ago at Spa. I think we ended up getting wiped out somewhere though. But yeah, there was one at Spa when it was like really high strength of field, and I think I qualified like P14 or something. That was when I used to play it though. That was a long time ago. I'm sure I was on it, but there was another one that I was on as well when I went into a race with no practice. Funny. Of ACC, I don't know. There's the usual people like a lot of the iRacing fastest drivers on that are the fastest on ACC as well. There's a lot of very fast iRacing drivers that play at ACC. You don't have to pay it all up at once, though, do you, Mitchell? You can just pay a monthly one if you wanted. You could do. Could you just keep doing that on? No, yeah, but I'm pretty sure he'd have to change his primary console then. He doesn't want to do that. Like, to that account. I'm sure, would you not have to do that? I'm gonna go for a piss before this countdowns anyway. Right. Back in a second. Alright. See if we've had any emails of Thrustmaster yet. I would love to know when the dates of these people that are getting them sent out when they ordered, because I ordered mine on the 17th of February, and mine has still not been sent out. Making me a bit worried that we're not going to get them because the whole situation at the moment. Right, so what do we do now? So wait there. Do I have to go back out again? What? What? Are you messing? What does that mean? Are you fucking shitting me? Come on. This is not good if that's what happens. That's stupid. How can your registration be full? Oh, fuck this. What's the point of that? This is why, and this is why iRacing is... This is why people are still on iRacing. This is exactly why people are still playing iRacing. Well, how daft is that? Well, that's pissed me off a bit, if I'm honest. Yeah, but that's... How can you... Yeah, but, Marley, how can you build up your ratings... How can you build up your ratings without being able to race? That's my point, though. Like, how can you build up ratings without actually being able to race? It's a bit stupid, isn't it? Like, you can't build your ratings up without actually being able to get into the servers. Fuck's sake. That's fucking pathetic. Well, ACC, you've just pissed me off, to be honest. This is why people play... what time are we on now? Could do... refreshing data is just coming out and backing out like that. That's all the refreshing data is doing. No, I don't think we're going to get in, if I'm honest. They only have a set amount of servers. Because of the current situation, they're probably full. I'm not doing any GT daily lobbies today. We might do some nations practice, possibly. Click on refresh data. Where's that? Where is refresh data? Oh, there. Not gonna do it anyway. Yep, that's just the same as doing backing out. Not gonna. That's just the same as doing that. I think it does the same thing. It just refreshes it automatically. It's not. We're not getting in because the problem will be that it's probably rate. It's what it's probably done. It's probably got like I don't know 10 servers. I don't know how many cars. Maybe 30 cars in each server. Maybe. So if that goes over 300 drivers, maybe it'll pick the highest rated. So because we haven't done online yet, we don't get picked to race. Why would I be dyslexic, Josh? Why would I be dyslexic? Why are you saying that? Because I didn't see that there. It was just because I couldn't see it, mate. No need to be a knob, is there? Yeah, but these are just online races, aren't they? I don't really want to do these type of ones. But that wouldn't be dyslexic. Dyslexic's when you spell stuff how it sounds, mate, and also like that. It's not really because you couldn't see something. I mean, if you would have said that you're blind, then I would have said fair enough. But dyslexic, that doesn't even make fucking sense. These are all yeah, I mean, it's a bit shit that we can't race. I mean, there's loads of servers. These are just people that have created servers. So these are just like there's. I wanted to do Cataluna though, really, after we just warmed up on it. I mean, I could have a race against the AI on Cataluna, but only 3 people in that. Uh, Sucks balls. I'm really pissed off, and now we got to wait. Look, see, because that was completely full again. Another one that's on in, and we won't get in that because we'll just wait around. So it just put me off this a bit, to be honest. How can you race if? How can you build up your stats? Do I just have to keep racing against? Do I have to? Will racing against the AI build up my stats? That's maybe something I could do. Just if I do, say, a race against the AI now. Say we did a quick race, or I don't want to do. I just want to do. Say if I did a quick race starting at. Nah, I don't want to do races like that's shit. It's just like joining a GT Sport online lobby. It's nah, not for me. That I want to do competitive racing. I don't want to do. I'd rather do some races like this. To be fair, than racing randoms that they've got no ratings and stuff. Yeah, but it's the track so as well. I mean, I've if I went on there, I want to go to. I've just been practicing that, and I want to go with the setup that I've got. There's no there's only 3 people in the lobby on Cataluna. I'm not racing with 3 people. It's just 2 people. It's just pointless. What's the point? I'm not racing with 2 people. That would be the most boring shit I could do. No other tracks at Catalunya. One with 8 people in there, but servers are all very half full. So. A lot of them are password protected as well, I think. I feel like, you know what? I'm so pissed off. I kind of feel like just going on iRacing. Doing the Watkins Glen race at 6 o'clock. iRacing's having server problems as well. You know what? No, I'm just going to do a race against the AI. We'll put it quite high. Might as well. Just do that for now. I'd rather do some of this and build my stats up a bit. We'll just do some shorter races. We'll do a 30-minute race, so half the race. So I can test out the what do you call it? We'll start ourselves P10. Opponent skill 95. Aggressive, let's make them a little bit more aggressive. That. Right, let's just go and do that. We'll start P10 against 95 AI. We'll probably have to up the AI, I think. But we'll work that out. We'll just race the AI for a bit until we can figure out... Until we can get our stats up, I suppose. Track temperature's 39, so I'll need my high one here. No, we're not doing GC dailies today, no.
Stay single file.
I don't have to do a driver swap, do I? No. Oh shit, yeah, I've got too much fuel, haven't I? If I press restart, right there, will I have the chance to... Yeah. Put it down to... There you go. Good shout. No, we couldn't get online because the servers are full. Which is, so I'm just going to try and build some of my stats up. How do I see what stats I'm actually... Oh, I've got the wrong one on. So because I haven't... Let's just see. I can do it in here, can't I? Someone showed me how to do this the other day. Rating. So if we put auto on, I think if I do auto, it'll put all of them on, won't it? There's track control. Just, I think if I show auto, it shows me all of them. Yeah. It's because we've not done any racing online yet, so it'll automatically pick the people with the highest ratings. because we've not been able to get online to do a race yet. Maybe I need to do some racing at earlier time slots, maybe early in the morning. Might work better. Maybe we could do that tomorrow morning or something. Try and get online tomorrow before we do a GT Sports stream. We've not done any racing at all online yet. We've not been able to get online. We'll just build our stats up. I think that's the best thing we can do. We'll do a bit of this and build our stats up. And we'll try again for that other race maybe and see if we can... We probably won't get in, but...
Stay double file.
Oh, where's he going? Possibly should have set the AI. I don't know what the AI will be like around there.
Green light, go, go, go.
What?
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
I don't know how early they're going to brake.
Clear on the right. Car on the
I
right.
love the radar on this game
Clear on
though.
the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh shit. Fucking just froze on me. What was that? I need a better PC. My PC's not good enough.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Evening, Clean. How are you, mate? do like the way they the dirty air affects you on this game. It feels more authentic than GT, really.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Let's get a slipstream from the Merc.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Really like the Audi. I can see why you said this is why Cryptic said this is one of his preferred cars. It's got a really nice feel to it. Very similar to the feel of the Assetto Corsa, the old Assetto Corsa. Feels almost identical to drive. Yeah, it's very stable. Plus the setup that Cryptic's got is really easy to drive. I mean, it rotates really nice as well, because he's got a pretty solid setup on it.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Right, so we can actually brake a bit later now because we've got a gap. I've not been braking very late at the moment because
Well done, mate. Go below.
I don't want to hit the AI because I want to build my stats up. Oh shit. Oh shit. Running wide. Ah, stop doing that lag. That's because my PC's struggling, I think.
Car on the left.
I think this is installed on my SSD, this.
Clear on the left.
Pretty sure this game is installed onto the SSD. Do you know what I really like about this game as well? When you're driving, you can see your temperatures of your tyres, so you know when you're like your tyres are getting a bit warm, so you know when you need to drive a little less aggressive. I would like something like that on GT, some sort of like just something there to show us what our tyres are reacting like off of the way we drive, especially with the high tyre multipliers.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
No worries, Mike. I'm glad if it's helped you out. It's a long time ago I've done that, I think, but it should still help you out. Now the tyres are in okay condition. They're ideal. What you want to keep is that tyre pressure is pretty much perfect. 27.5, 27.6, 27.6 and 27.3. That's quite a good all-round tyres. The brakes are getting cold because you don't brake until obviously there's a long straight. That's why the brakes are getting a bit cold, but not the tyres. You okay, Mario? How are you, mate? Nice to see you. You got nothing to do. Game. Gamers have always got something to do. Oops. You know what? Yeah, I'm glad they are wearing gloves over everywhere. The postman, our postman, are now wearing gloves, which is good to see, really.
Well done, mate. Fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh shit, braked a bit late there. Oh shit, no! Wow. Hassan, thank you very much for the €2, mate. Yoki, hope you and the family are okay. Yeah, we're all good. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. Hope you're okay as well. Thank you, mate, for that. Legend.
Gaining on the car ahead is up to 3.
They're getting closer, but not fast enough. Yeah, we're in the Audi, the Evo one, the 2019. But we're not online because we couldn't get into any servers, so we're just trying to build our stats up again. Ah, brake too late. Damn. Ah. I tried to should have stayed in fourth there.
Fastest lap of the race. Great job, mate.
You okay, Steve? How are you, mate? Thank you for leaving me a like. Appreciate that. Oh shit. Hope
Yeah,
you're
on the
okay,
left.
mate. Yeah, I'm loving it, mate. I'm loving iRacing as well. I'm loving more variety and playing different stuff. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I love the feel of this game. I think it's definitely the better feel out of iRacing than ACC. But iRacing still has a better online functionality and the schedule system and stuff. Yeah, this Audi R8 is brilliant. Like the weight on the steering wheel is so good. Oh shit. Yeah, that's the thing. The iRacing's just got the structure, which is understandable because you have to pay for it. I would love to see some sort of. If they brought out a subscription service for this, where you could have like a proper championship system, I'd pay it. I know a lot of people probably would be against it, but with the physics of this game, it would be so good. I have to say, I'm looking forward to the GT4 cars coming to this as well. Could be really interesting. Don't think I'm going to be able to catch up. P1. We got 5 minutes to try and push. Might. We've improved some of our stats, so I can already see they've gone up. Have I got enough fuel here? Looking at my fuel a little bit worryingly here. I might just get away with it, I'm not sure. Are you going to do some daily racing, Steve? I don't know if to go on GT after, because I can't get online on this, because I haven't done enough online races yet. It seems to be limited how many people it will let online, so it just keeps blocking me out. It keeps saying server full, so yeah. Might go on GT later on, I don't know yet. Just the daily races again, like Suzuka, Interlagos. I think I might even go on iRacing. I don't know yet. We'll see. Yeah. Also, Interlagos Group 4. It's okay, but it's just a slipstream fest, isn't it? So it all gets a bit boring, I think. I just wish they'd had a bit more variety. I'd love them to go back to the old daily race routine where it changed every day. That would improve daily races for me so much. Is it a no-stop race as well? Oh, God. No one's hateful of it, WDP. It's just the daily races are just a bit boring. That's the only thing. FIA I enjoy doing, but the daily races are just a little bit boring now. There's a lot of simple things that they could make GT better by, like, just reduce the slipstream. That'd be a big start. But we're still playing. I still enjoy playing. Like, I enjoyed it yesterday. And we'll be doing it Wednesday and Tuesday. From what I've seen, by the way, of manufacturers, the NSX is so OP in the light rain conditions. It's like half a second quicker than any other car. I think the Audi R8 will be quick though. I don't know if the Audi R8 will be able to match it. if we don't buy on the end. I mean, it's only against the AI, but hey, we timed that race quite well though, starting from P10 with 95 AI. Actually, it seems to be quite a little. It was quite a good race to me.
P1, excellent job. What a race. See you in the pits. Bring it back up.
That was quite enjoyable, even though it's against the AI. It was actually quite enjoyable. It's decent fun that. That's what I wish we could do races like that on GT though, with AI that you could actually compete against. Because say the servers go down, at least you can still have a bit of fun. So let's have a little look what's happened to our ratings anyway. Have a little look, see if we. I mean, we were on 32, wasn't we, race? I think before we started it. So we've gone up to 36 racecraft, so that's gone up by 4, I think. Consistency went up. Not sure if pace went up. Not sure about that. Safety, I think, stayed the same. I don't think that altered. I don't know if you have to do some time trials to get that up a bit. I presume you'll have to do time trials to boost your pace setting up. But racecraft went up though. You can see it jumped up there. Yeah, so what did it went from 32 to 36? Need to keep getting it up though, that's the thing. Because when's this next race? Let's have a little. Still an hour away. What time are we on now? I don't know whether to do some like see the options for me here are I don't think we're gonna get into these races because I think you're gonna have to have two higher I don't want to do time trialing on a stream. It's a bit boring that if I'm honest, like time trialing for me to watch someone time trialing gets a bit tedious. I don't like watching it, so I think a lot of people would get quite bored watching time trialing. I think if I even try and enter that, it's just going to kick us out because I don't think we've got the ratings to do that yet. I don't think we're going to have the ratings at this time of day. Maybe earlier on in the day, it might be better to. Yeah, I don't mind doing time trial. I get a bit bored of it personally. I'm not a massive fan of doing it. I prefer racing to actually doing time trialing, if I'm brutally honest. And I find racing more enjoyable to watch than time trialing. Like I'd rather watch a race and sit and watch someone just go round and round on their own. ACC is coming to console. It's out on the 23rd of June, mate. Comes out soon. When is it? It's like 2 months away, I think. Yeah, 2 months today. It comes out on PS4 and PC, a PS4 and Xbox. Whether it'll be a good version of it, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, but for me, pushing yourself to limit and time trial isn't really going to help you in a race because you can't drive like that in a race. You can drive close to it, but I just get a bit bored. I've done time trial. I do it for my setups whenever I used to do them. I used to mess with the setups for time trial. But yeah, I get a little bit bored of it. I don't know if to do the options are GT Sport and do I think what we do. How long have we been live for? 2 hours. Yeah, I saw that. It's a hard one, Diego, because you did hit him. Like there was contact there, so that's why you got the penalty because of the contact. Because where you understeered wide, you hit into the side of his car. I know it wasn't deliberate, but that's why you got the penalty. I think. I presume you were the one that hit the other car, wasn't you? That's why you think, yeah. So the options are go to the other account, the second account, and do starting from the back at Interlagos. But I find that a bit boring, like because it's not got no strategy. So I don't know which one you was. The car on the inside got the penalty, didn't he? And, like you understood why that car understeered and hit the other car, but it wasn't. I can understand why the car that got the penalty got it because it hit the other car. So it's a hard one because you've got to turn on that outside line. It's a hard one. I don't think it was the other car's fault because he's got to turn really because that corner you don't want to run too far wide. You can run off easily. You got the penalty. Yeah, it's a hard one. It was a hard one from what I saw of it. It was. I can see why the game gave you it, but it's not necessarily needed because no one lost out. It was just. It looked more like a racing incident. Yeah, we could do starting from the back on our second account on GT Sport. We haven't even done any sort of practice on that. Just jump on it in maybe an hour and start from the back on Daily Race C. Don't really want to do Daily Race B because not really feeling doing Suzuka. We did Suzuka yesterday. I don't know what to do. Pardon me. What I would presume that the what's the tyre wear for Daily Race C? uh, what is the? See, I'm just annoyed that I want to race, and the fact that I can't get in there, it's annoying. Whenever you try and join, it's just going to do the same thing. So I'm guessing a lot of people driving the Megane. I would think the McLaren and Megane will be getting used quite a lot for that. Preparing yourself for the apocalypse. Viper? I don't think I'd use the Viper. I'd probably use the Megane for the race if you're starting from the back. Just sit in the slipstream and just wait for people's tyres to die. McLaren would be pretty good though. I just don't know if I want to go on GT though tonight. I wanted to have a day away from it. Wanted to really have a day off from that today because we're going to play that tomorrow on Wednesday. So yeah, I might just leave it tonight. Wish we could get our stuff. Let's see if there's any races on here that we could. Afternoon. 75 safety. Why can I not join that then? Guessing I can't join that. My safety too low. 75. They're the competition servers. Big red. We tried to get in, but there was only there wasn't enough servers available. Only one person in that. 2 people in that. Oh. A lot of these are leagues that have got passwords to get in. That's another thing that's annoying. Wait there, let's see if we can join into this. Wait there, let's see. Error occurred, please try again later. What did that say? This server is what? This server requires a safety rating SA of 95. Oh yeah, we've only got 75 out of 95. So we can't even get in that one. Oh, I wish I'd been playing this game for longer so we could just do more racing. I'm guessing the lobbies that we would be able to get into would be pretty chaotic. Oh, it's a pain in the arse, it really is. Looking at the AI races, didn't really boost our ratings up that aggressively, did it? I don't know whether. How would you tell what? What are the? Let's have a little look at these special events. What's on here? You've got Spa, Brands Hatch, Zandvoort in the Audi. Is that a long stint one? Porsche Hot Lap. Hot Lap. Hot Stint. Wet one. Yeah. I don't know. The Zandvoort one, yeah. The long stint one, just driving around on your own. How long is that one? Oh, fuck me, that's 30 minutes. You're nowhere near their pace. See, driving around on my own for 30 minutes just doesn't really fulfill with me, like with much excitement. I want to race against other people in proper competition servers, not just open lobbies. I just want to race and build my proper ratings up. Again, it's just driving around on your own. I think what I'm probably gonna do, that one's just single lap, isn't it? Did that quickly the other day when we just jumped on. We weren't nowhere near the pace. Did Cryptic give me a setup for that? I can't remember. Can't remember if he gave me a setup. It won't work. You can't just. You'd have to change the setup keyboard. You don't. Very rarely would you use a setup that would like Zandvoort and Catalunya are not really. I don't know. Might work a little bit, but can't really use the same setups for different tracks. Require different settings. You'd probably have to change quite a bit. I don't know how much, but you'd more likely have to change it. I know, but I'm thinking of changing the game, Chris. Thinking of just loading up a different game. That's what I'm trying to decide on. Because I don't think we're going to be able to race on this tonight. I'm just trying to make a decision on whether. Oh shit! Trying to make a decision on whether to. I want to see what setup this was for. See what this setup was. Turbo green. Porsche. What's that one? Ferrari. Audi. I mean, yeah. I don't know if to go on to iRacing or do onto GT Sport. Let's have a little look. Why is it gone there? Put that. Gonna see how many people are online on iRacing to see if they're having problems. Apparently, some people said they are. Oh my god, yeah, they'll be having problems tonight. The netcode. I don't think I've. That's quite high people on that. There's nearly 11,000 people online. That's quite high. That I would think. Is that quite high? 11,000 people on iRacing, because I remember it only used to be between about 6 to 7 normally. For a Monday night, that's got to be pretty high. Let's just see how many people are entered in for the Watkins race. 258 on that one. Yeah. I don't know if they fixed GTS though. Somebody said they've got on top of it now. Right. Can't do marbles on YouTube, mate. It doesn't work on YouTube. Can't do shit like that. That's a Twitch thing that you can't do it on YouTube. I kind of I might just do some fun races on GT from the back, you know, just dick around, just have a little mess around with different cars, and just not do anything too serious because I'm not in the mood to do anything too. If I can't do say ACC online, I'm in the mood to just do something just for like messing around, not doing it too serious. I wouldn't want to go to. I would not go to Twitch at all. Twitch is not for me. Yeah, YouTube's better in my opinion. For me, anyway, from my experience, YouTube is where it's at. So I'm staying on YouTube. I will not. The only time I'd go on Twitch would be if I was going to do a non-sim racing game, like go and do something like Last of Us or something like that. I wouldn't go on Twitch for sim racing. Me, I prefer being on YouTube for sim racing. What I'm going to probably do is load up GT. Not straight away. Give myself a little space to get something to ease, and then I will restart a stream. Yeah, you can't stay in the stream obviously because I can't do it on stream. I have to redo the stream and set it up completely new. Otherwise, the title and everything it'll get all messy with YouTube's algorithm. So, probably give myself a little go and get something to eat, and then I'll get the stream set up. Hopefully, be live for 7 p.m. and we can just do a little few hours on GT from the back of the grid, just messing around. And then I'll try maybe boost my settings up, boost some, maybe go on ACC in the morning. Just depending, I have to see about. I might need to do some practice for Nations tomorrow morning though, just so that we've got some sort of speed, doing some time trial. Yeah, yeah. I need to trim. I can't. I'm too. Yeah, I've not gone anywhere. We're just staying at home, so being lazy. Need trimming all the way down there as well. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day for that a little test again. At least we're getting some practice in on ACC. It's a shame that servers are clogged up at the moment. I'm guessing that if we do an ACC stream again, I think I'll pick a time of day that's a little bit earlier because I think late night is gonna. We've got hair. It's just look, plenty of it there. Look. No, it's just a little bit. It's just getting a bit thin on top of that. To be fair, I've had my hair cut the other day, didn't I? So at the thin stage. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do it a little bit earlier. I think in future streams for ACC, but until I can build my stats up. Once we've built our stats up, we'll be able to do other slot, obviously later slots in the day. But at the moment, with the current situation, the servers were too busy for us to get in. So yeah, we'll come back for some GT, starting from the back, mess around. We'll try the Megane, the Alpha, Toyota 86, maybe McLaren, maybe. We'll try the Ferrari, maybe as well. We'll try a few different cars out and just not take it too serious. Just have a bit of a laugh with it. So yeah, I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you for coming in. Apologies that we couldn't do any racing because of the servers. We had a little fun race against the AI, I suppose, and then we'll be back at 7 and we'll do a few hours of daily race C. I'm not going to do A or B. We'll just do daily race C from the back of the grid and see how many people we can send to the Shadow Realm. So yeah, thank you all for coming in. I will see you in about 45 minutes or so, around that, and yeah, we'll be on G Sport for some starting from the back, and then tomorrow Sport again anyway. So yeah, thanks for coming in. See you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your night, and if you can't come in for the GT Sports stream, but if you can, nice to see you there. Hit the like button on your way out; it does help me out. And yeah, thank you all. See you all soon. Bye.